Hey there, YouTube. Crypto Force here again, bringing you another daily dose of crypto. And the coin I want to talk about today, you guys might have noticed it earlier if you're paying attention to the markets, and it was up around 400 or 500% earlier today before the markets reset at 7 o'clock Eastern. And the coin is Vibe. Now, one of the first reasons Vibe hit the news originally when it ICO'd, it did set a record. It sold out. And I believe it was less than 5 minutes, and it raised $10 million, which $10 million is the drop in the bucket for some of these ICOs now. And I believe that was back around October-ish, somewhere back there. And one of the big investors of it was Charles Shrem. And if you guys don't know who that is, I'll pull the picture up right here real quick. There's a couple Bitcoin documentaries that have come out, and he's on them. He was one of the original investors in Bitcoin, and he believed in the technology. And he actually, one of his good friends is Roger Ver, who, he has, I don't know, over 100,000 Bitcoins or some crazy amount. And Roger Ver actually loaned him money to start BitInstant, which was one of the original, if not the original, like a mediary to an exchange, so you could actually purchase Bitcoins and sell Bitcoins much more easily. So now, one of the negative things that did happen to Charles Shrem, he was sentenced to 2 years in prison because of the Silk Road, because they charged him basically with unlicensed money transmitting. So, that's just what happened. I'm not saying he's a crook by any means. I think he's an entrepreneur, if anything else, and I think it was, not right. But anyways, he was sentenced to 2 years in prison. He got out. He still has lots of Bitcoins. He's an extremely rich guy, and he's big in the cryptocurrency community. He's one of the original members of it, and he is a big backer in this Vibe right here. Now, as you can see, it's got an awesome website. This is probably the coolest looking website of any coin that I've seen. This is really cool looking. It's built on ERC20, basically an Ethereum token, and it's the world's first crypto-based virtual augmented reality marketplace and hub. Now, like I said, it is built on the Ethereum ERC20, and they will use microtransactions on the Vibe Hub platform. Now, what they offer is alternate reality, so they'll provide artists and educators the platform to reach millions of viewers in one stream in virtual reality. Now, just think about this for a minute. If you guys work in different businesses, in the real world, you have to travel quite often to meetings out of state, even in state, and it costs a lot of money. And I hate traveling doing it. I'm sure you guys do. And you have to stay in a crap hotel a lot of times, eat crap food because nobody wants to pay for it. The company's losing money having you do travel to these places. If there is an authentic, good way to provide virtual reality to where it's much more realistic than just looking at a Skype screen or something, I believe this could really catch on in the business world, in the business sense. Even though it just talks about artists and educators, I think this has a much broader marketplace and platform, in that sense. They're also going to use volumetric video and other virtual assets to monetize content in virtual reality and augmented reality for the first time. So what they want to do is give a voice to the masses and expose unique marketplaces and hubs, so you don't compete with hundreds of other unrelated tags and topics. It'll be a one-stop shop platform for music to education, gaming, dating marketplaces, and that's just to name a few of them. Now, they're going to pay publishers fairly, so you keep all the proceeds from your own user-generated content, and they also have revenue sharing opportunities for collaboration content that they produce. Now, this thing's also safe and secure. It is built on the blockchain, on the Ethereum ERC20 token. There's no middleman, no fees. It's more immersive social experience, so you can express your creativity in a virtual world and share the experiences with other users around the world. This, I believe, is a totally legit project. I think it definitely has some wheels under it, and we'll touch real quick on the roadmap, on the team, and we will bounce into why it went up so high today. Now, the roadmap, it's not one of these overly aggressive ones where it shows, in 6 months or a year they're going to be making $800 million or some crazy thing like that. It's very strategically planned, and so far they have captured all their what they've set out to do. and you can see that by the yellow block in the center. And right now in first quarter of 2018, they are planning on integrating an off-chain solution for microtransactions, and they also want to do first of many virtual reality performances live on the beta platform using the Vibe currency. So that's upcoming this quarter and second quarter. And then they're going to step into augmented reality later on this year, so that'll be really awesome. So, you know, it's a believable white paper, so that definitely helps out, you know, in my opinion. Now, if we look at the team, it's made up of a pretty interesting team here. A lot of these gentlemen here have been developers for other projects. You know, here is one of the tech gurus. This is a musician that's also a crypto guru. This is a reality guy here. Okay, here we go. So this advisor, he's co-founder of Live Tour Lab. This is another co-founder of Live Tour Lab. He is a advisor, regional VP for Ericsson. We got more developers. So, you know, there are some people that actually have some content behind them here. And I just think this is a legitimate project. I think that it definitely has some wheels behind it. Like I said, Charles Shrem is one of the big promoters of it, or investors anyways of it, so that speaks mountains to me. So now, I'm not telling anybody to buy this, I'm just giving you my opinion on this, but all signs point to legitimate, in my opinion, on this, and I think it does have a huge market. I think they're tapping into some stuff that really hasn't really been tapped in. I know if you guys ever heard of voxels, it is a virtual reality token, but they do not seem to have the wheels under them like Vibe does. Now, if we take a look at Vibe price, even right now it's up 7.5%, and you can see where it surged from 40 cents and it went all the way up to $3.23 earlier today. And as I said, the market resets at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And the reason this thing is going up like it has is, if we go to their Twitter page here, they were listed on Binance. So that is enabling the masses to come in and purchase the coin. And if we take a look, we can see the amount of volume on Binance. $500 million worth on Binance from Bitcoin purchases, and $100 million in Ethereum purchases just on Binance alone. So until earlier today, you could only get it on HitBTC exchange, and now it is open on Binance. So that just shows you the power of when coins are listed on bigger exchanges, the influx in price we can have. So I do think this is a legitimate price. You know, is this an inflated price? I'm sure it is inflated for right now because, you know, the hype and people finally getting their hands on it. And one good thing I want to point out about this, there's only 267 million coins. So, you know, there's not like 100 billion coins sitting out there, or 30 billion. So that is, that's really a relatively low circulation of coin there. So, you know, maybe this thing is going to find itself around $2 or so whenever the smoke settles, because, you know, everything that goes up will have to come down a little bit. So anyways, you guys tell me what you think of this project. I personally think it's a winner, but like I said, I'm not telling anybody to invest. Just wanted to educate everybody on it, because I know when people see stuff shoot up like this, they immediately want to jump on the bandwagon. I would say hold off, because I'm sure it's going to come back down. You saw what happened to Ripple, went all the way up to $3.10 last week or something, and I believe Ripple now is, I think it's down below $2. Yeah, it's $1.90. So, you know, just hold off, stay calm, keep an eye on it. If you do like this project, if you're going to get in it, I would wait personally, but it's totally up to you. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, please share, subscribe, and like. If you guys have a coin you want me to talk about, or any questions you have, please let me know. Put them in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to make it happen. Hope you guys are doing good out there and making some good money. I've got some cool ideas for some videos I'm going to come up with here soon, and I'm trying to put a lot of research into stuff, so it's just not just some cut and dry stuff. I don't like just making speculative stuff, and I'm not trying to, you know, tell people, oh, buy this. I'm not trying to pump or dump anything. I don't want you guys to ever think that. I just like trying to educate people truthfully and honestly, and let the cryptocurrency world keep taking off, because I am a big believer in this stuff. So anyways, as always, guys, good luck trading, and Crypto Force signing out.